football hooligan world, football violence world, football firm world. Hellboy D, there's Diablo, yo boy. IMF into Miami firm, Miami Cars with Diablo TV. Like and subscribe, do things you're supposed to do. Now then, comes to a subject that didn't exist in the past, but now exists. So we might as well bring it to a close while we're in the midst of this April 5th, great day of our Lord 2020, in the midst of this coronavirus pandemic, this pestilence, as it were. So up through 2019, there has been the development of not only football hooliganism, football firms, but also the rise of the football hooligan internet, or should I say, the internet hooligan. I'm the top man. Look at this as the internet hooligan Legion of Doom. And I'm gonna give the awards for the top internet hooligans right now, up to 2019. And you may look at us as the Legion of Doom, as it were. We have Steve Dolan, the fantastic Steve Dolan, Football Firms Piss Up. That's one of his groups on Facebook. He got Football Casuals on tour, Football Hooligans on tour. He make merchandise, he sell merchandise, he travel all over the world representing hooliganism. Now the question is he Millwall, is he Rangers? We know he's from Scotland, but a lot of the other certainties in his game are, shall we say, uncertain. Now then, fantastic Steve Dolan, fantasy base. Moving on, Wellstone Raider. The Wellstone Raider, Wellstone. He part of the football scene. You want it, you want it, you want some, I'll give it to you. Me and him went back and forth, but I got nothing but respect for the man, apart from the banter. Because the fact of the matter is, you know, he donates a lot of money. I don't think he's no rich man. He does a bunch of stuff for charity from the charity he came from. He got medical conditions and so forth when he was growing up, orphanage and this and that. I don't know exactly what it is, but whatever the Wellstone Raider supports to helps kids and underprivileged children and so forth, I'm with that. So I give respect to the Wellstone Raider on that regard. Now then, you got Lee, Mr. Let's Boom John, Lee John. I don't know too much about him. I seen him around. I got no qualms with him. He's united, I'm united. He a gambling expert. He be down and dirty, going into the rackets, you understand? And he controls the internet gambling. That's what I see. He's united to begin with, but he all over the place. I see him in Ladbrokes. I see him all over the place. Now then, Lee, Mr. Let's Boom John, Lee John. Moving on to that dastardly Levi Maniac Mitchell. Levi Mitchell. He's a Nottingham hooligan. Then he ran away to Jersey because the bill was looking for him. He can't go to football matches. He can only lurk around the Nottingham grounds and attack unsuspecting supporters, away supporters, which I don't respect to begin with. He'll attack anybody. Don't matter if they're scarf or not. They don't gotta be a hooligan. He'll attack them. And then he'll run away. And then, to me, he's leaving the damn FEC, Force Executive Crew, and the other firms in Nottingham. He's leaving them to do the fighting and get in trouble for the stuff he's doing. And in Jersey, he did no better. But at the same time, that man resulted in me going to Jersey and me being loved by the people of Jersey and treated like a king. And I'm indebted forever to the people of Jersey. So, to Levi Mitchell, you rascal, for what you've done in the past, I don't respect you. But I still owe you some beers, and we can talk about it next time. Moving on, Ronnie Pickering. You want to have a bad knuckle? So most people wouldn't include Ronnie Pickering on the list of hooligans, but in the course of my travels online, bantering back and forth, people, oh, you should try Ronnie Pickering. So I made a video about Ronnie Pickering. I don't think anybody gets it. I think it's my greatest work. And to that geezer there, I got no issue with him, nothing like that. But he is a bit of a lout, or a loudmouth, or a yob, or some kind of tough guy for England. So he deserves to be mentioned in the equation. Now I'm going on to one of the most dangerous people in all of England, as many would say, from the criminal underworld, none other than George Babyface Mumby from Scunthorpe. Now we don't know if he's the top man of Scunthorpe. I don't think so. I say my man Jordan is. But somehow he's involved at the top. He got a special car. It enables him to do a lot of stuff. He can get to anybody from anywhere around the world. He'll send you a hobby horse, and then you know that's him. That's his trademark. Dangerous guy. I'm trying to work together with this Babyface. So far, we have not been able to reach an agreement. Scunthorpe, Babyface Mumby, keep your eye on him. Moving right along. Last but certainly not least, Tom Marsden, my mate, a good man. He's not a villain. He's a hero if you ask me. He's old Wassam, but he's behind, at least he used to be FHB, Football Hooligans Banter. That's when I was on that group. He brought me on that group. He got his own groups. I believe The Stand is his group, Facebook group. I believe Tom's Chit Chat, that's his group. Either way, Tom Marsden, he's a good man, he's a good lad. I consider him a good friend. And to me, I wrap it up with him because he is really the glue that brings everybody else together. I feel he has all his work. And as Steve Dolan, that slimy bastard once said to me in a private message when we were banter, that's what we do. We banter each other back and forth. He'll write me up, you fucking soft, wet American cunt, and I'll get back at him, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes he says, you know, brother, besides all this other stuff, he says, we're keeping this alive by talking about it. It would have been dead if we hadn't been talking about it. So, to Steve Dolan, you think you're the top internet hooligan. I think I'm the top internet hooligan. I'll box you anytime for pole position in this Legion of Doom. And we'll prevail by the excellent leadership of yours truly, Del Boy D.